Whatever's on my hook is whatever's on my hook. I have no control over it. That's insane. I will not be doing it Rocky style. Welcome to my kitchen cupboard. That should be interesting. I would watch a video like that. Hi, welcome or welcome back to the cozy chaos that is my channel. I thought I'd bring you along for another week in the life because I haven't done one of these in a while outside of the crochet along, so I thought bring you along. I've got a lot of little things going on. I'm also in a little bit of a crochet slump. I think because I had spent so much time and effort doing the crochet along, I've kind of like out crocheted myself, and now I'm like not sure what to make, and I'm kind of like floating around a few projects. So I thought that'd be a perfect time to do a week in the life. So a couple of things that I'm wanting to do this week. First and foremost, my sunflower bandana pattern is in the testing phase, which is very exciting. 3 of the girls from the crochet club are like testing it for me, and they've been texting me and like helping me rework things that need to be reworked. So I might be making one of those depending on how the other girls get on with their testing. It might be a next week job, but at some point the tutorial for the sunflower bandana will be coming out with the pattern release. So that's all very exciting. That's all in the works at the minute. I'm in a tapestry mood, which I know what you might be thinking.
Didn't you just do tapestry crochet for the crochet along and want it yourself?
Yes, I did. But this is going to be a fun tapestry. It's one that I've had like in my Etsy likes for a while. I've had my eye on it and I've just sort of taken the plunge. I've bought it and I'm just going to make it. It's going to be one of the biggest ones I've ever done. One of the most complicated aside from the crochet along. But I'm like building up my tapestry skills. So I'm going to do this one, which is from Crochet or Cry. It's super cool. It's bigger than any that I've done before. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Thirdly, something else I would like to get done this week is I've been given a blanket by a family friend who needs me to fix their blanket basically. It's a family heirloom. Her grandma made it, I believe, and now it's kind of showing a couple of signs of wear and tear. So she's just asked if I would have a look at it, fix the bits that need fixed, tidy it up a little bit. So I would like to get that done so I can get it back to her. Those are the 3 main missions of this week. There might be a few side missions here and there, but I'm not the one to dictate what I do and do not crochet. That's all up to the crochet gods. You know, whatever's on my hook is whatever's on my hook. I have no control over it. So I'm hoping that doing this week will get me out of my crochet slump. As I say, I just feel like I don't really know what I want to crochet, which is why I'm kind of like flying around doing everything. And so I'm hoping that this week I can kind of get myself out of that crochet slump. I'm now just sat about to work on this tapestry. This is how big it's going to be. This is the first 4 rows. Going to be quite big. I've done the boring part, which is just the plain colour at the beginning. I'm about to start adding in some colours. Oh, I didn't bring them down. And I'm just going to be really patient with myself and take my time with it. I do think I'm going to have to do at least 2 bobbins, if not more.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Just because of the size of it and the way that the colours are dispersed on it. If that chick panel has taught me anything, it's that I can do bobbins, and nothing is going to be worse than having to keep track of all those like 18 bobbins or whatever it was. I think I can handle like 3 or 4. So I think I'm in a good position to do this. I am trying to make sure that I keep my tension the same, because I found that when I do tapestry crochet, my starting few rows always like are slightly wider than the rest of it, and I don't really know why. So I'm trying to keep my tension. I've got a stitch marker at the end of each row so that I can like make sure my stitch count is right, because that's another thing. I always end up dropping a stitch and I have no idea how I do it. And I'm gonna make a little bit more of a start on this and just watch Mom and Wives. Okay, so this is how far I've got. You can kind of see that teardrop forming in the middle there. The next row starts adding the green in, but I do have to go in about 20 minutes, so I'm just going to stop here for now. It's 10:30 and the garage have just rang and said that my car's ready. It's been in for its MOT and its service, and I wasn't expecting it to be ready now, if not even today. Today it's supposed to be 22 degrees. They close at 5. My husband won't be home to drive me before 5, so I'm having to go now. This was not the plan for today. Today was all about editing and maybe sitting outside and crocheting a bit, but now I'm having to go for a walk. So let's go and enjoy a little bit of the sunshine at least. Friday. I didn't really do much crocheting yesterday. I didn't even do much filming yesterday. I was just fully editing all day. So I got my tapestry stitch or ditch it edited and uploaded, like scheduled for Saturday. I did a little tiny bit of work. I'm not going to unravel it on this. You can see I'm about a quarter of the way through now and I'm really enjoying doing it. However, this is, do I want to show you? I'll show you. This isn't the final version. This is a smaller version that I think this was version 5. We're now on version 7 is what I sent out to the testers. My testers have got back to me and said that theirs were all quite small, and even with the measurements, some of them were the same size as mine, but they still thought it was quite small. So I'm back to the drawing board. I'm going to try and make it a little bit bigger, and that's what I'm going to be working on now. My daughter is having a nap, so I've got about an hour. I'm going to watch an episode of Grey's Anatomy and try and work out how to make this bandana a little bit bigger. My kitchen cupboard. Yesterday was a complete write-off. You saw me quite happy crocheting on the sofa, making my little bandana, and then I got a phone call that my husband was in an ambulance on the way to A&E. So obviously I downed tools and I had to rush to the hospital. He's absolutely fine. I obviously didn't do anything apart from sit in the hospital for a number of hours yesterday. Anyway, we're back to normal today. Before all that happened, I did go to Hobbycraft and I picked up a couple of these. I've never tried these before, but my friend is moving house, and so I was going to make her some coasters. So these are the Tiny Friends double knit. They're a cotton blend. I got 2 of the green, which is the colour that she's hoping to do her living room, and I got 1 cream one as well. It's 3 for 2 on these, so I got all 3 for £4. They're 25 grams each. So I'm going to make her some little coasters, which is going to be cute, and then I'll hopefully do a bit more crocheting tonight. I need to finish that bandana, so I don't know what I'm going to work on tonight. I want to crochet, but I just don't know what to make. I'm like kind of in that funny like slump kind of feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but we'll see what happens anyway. This has been a crazy week to film a week in the life. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I'm not going to air my dirty laundry. Just know that I'm in a very heightened state of stress right now. As I've always said, I want to show the ups with the downs. So I'm just going to keep plodding on with this video. Everyone's going to be okay. This is how I cope with stress. So I'm just going to keep going. So the thing that I'm going to do now, because I think it'll be a nice little thing that I can tick off my list and it'll make me feel a little bit better, is I'm going to get started on fixing this blanket for our family friend. This is her. She's a grand square blanket, and honestly she's huge. This is it folded in half. Like, it's huge. There's so many squares on this. It's massive. So the thing that's happened is that the edge has started to unravel just here. So she would like me to just fix that. And there's also a couple of parts where like this isn't the edge. Don't know what's going on there. And I've spotted another one on another square where there's just like here. There's just like a loop. When I first got handed this, I thought that these were all magic circles that were all coming undone, and I nearly had a heart attack. Upon further inspection, I don't think that's the case. However, I can't actually work out what's been done here because I don't know if you'll be able to see because it's so small. There's definitely just a single thread in the centre of these, but I can't find the end of any of them, as in like, I don't think it's a magic ring coming undone. I think it's just, I don't know if it's just like been a chain that there's crocheted into. I really couldn't tell you, but this is the family friend's grandma's. So this is like generations old. So I don't want to take any of the character out of it. But she also said she's not too bothered about like ends that are sticking out because again, it's something her grandma did and it just shows that the blanket's been loved. So what I am going to do, I'm going to have a look at those loops and I'm going to have a look at this edge. So it's like this where she's done like a couple of chains and then a double crochet, 2 rows of that. So there's no wonder it started to break because it's obviously snagged on things, and I imagine she wasn't expecting it to be used for years and years and years. And I'm just going to have a nice chill night, fix this, watch some TV and then go to bed early. Last night I did manage to get this finished. It's all fixed. There's a couple of parts I was just going to show you where like there's like ends sticking out. I don't want to weave them all in because A, that would take a million years, but also B, I feel like it takes away a little bit of the like the usedness, like it's clearly been loved and used for a number of generations, and I don't want to take that away from the blanket because it is such a beautiful blanket and it's clearly been loved and also well looked after because this is a big blanket. It's white, it's not dirty, and it's in pretty good condition considering how old it is. I've done what I could. I've fixed any holes that I found. It's really beautiful, and I would love to make something that's going to be like an heirloom piece like this. Like it clearly means means a lot to the family. So I'm glad that I could get that finished. The other thing that I realised I didn't show you I finished was, ta-da! The final, hopefully, iteration of the sunflower bandana is done. I'm hopefully going to get this typed up tonight and sent off to the girls from Crochet Club who are testing it for me so that I can get it released, get the tutorial filmed for it, get pictures taken of it, and get it out there, because it's now almost summer. We're in May, it's almost summer. I feel like we need this now. So as I was saying yesterday, it's been a very funny week. There's been a lot of health things going on in the family that I'm not going to get into, but I am just going to pause this video for a little bit. I'm going to pick it back up when everyone's home and everyone's on the mend. So all that being said, I guess I'll see you in a few days when everyone's home and everyone's in recovery and everyone's doing well and I'm in a space where I can start picking up and filming again. Well, hi. It's been a few days since I filmed anything because it has genuinely been absolute chaos at my house with one thing and another. So I did take a little bit of a stop with filming, but it's Crochet Club today and I'm able to go, so I'm going. I don't know what I want to take with me. I've been working on my tapestry crochet like in the background and I'm really enjoying doing it, but it's quite like, because it's got all the bobbins, I don't necessarily want to take that with me. So I think what I'm going to do, I have a whip. Surprise, surprise. It's a little baby newborn cardigan that just needs the bottom put on and then obviously buttons. So I think I might take this with me and put the bottom ribbing on it because my friend has just told me that she's having a baby. So I'm super excited and now I can make all the baby things. So I'm going to take this, and I've also been making a set of coasters for my friend who's moving house. So I think I might take that because I only need to make one more of those and then that set's finished. We're getting back into the swing of things. Crochet Club is me getting back into the swing of things. We're back to doing this video. I've made a couple of things since I stopped filming, so I think the best way to get back into the swing of this is to just show you what I've been making. One of the small things I did, I had these wind catchers that like spin in the wind. I made these for my friend who's doing out her garden. All I had to do was sew the ends in and put loops on, so I've done that, and now I have two wind spinner thingies that can go to her. I have another friend who's moving house, and so I've made her some coasters. They're just these like flower coasters. I've made 4 of those. 2 of them I still need to sew the ends in. That's those. These worked up super quickly and I'm thinking I might make some coaster sets for whenever I next do a market. That dream of doing a summer market is kind of moving further and further away, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it because so much has gone on and the Easter blanket took up so much of my time, which, speaking of the Easter blanket, my amazing Nana, I accidentally left it at her house because I'd taken it to show her it because it was finished, and she rang me and asked if she could sew the ends in for me, and I was like, well, if you want to sew the ends in, Nana, you can sew the ends in, and she has. Speaking of sewing ends in, I'm going to take this to my Nana too because I haven't sewn the ends in on this. I also made 2 little baby bear hats. I made a preemie size and I made a newborn size. I gave the newborn size to my friend who's told me she's pregnant because I had a feeling she was going to tell me that she was pregnant, so I gave her that as well. I made it specifically for her coming round because I kind of knew she was going to tell me that. I also finished, this is my sunflower bandana. This is the final, hopefully the final version of it. Let me show you. This was the first version that I made. Look how teeny tiny. And then this is the second version I made, which is the one that was tested, which is still a little bit small, but it's bigger than the first one. So you can see the size difference in these. So this last one is closer in size to my tulip bandanas. It's currently going through a second phase of testing because people found that this one was just a little bit too small, which is fair enough. So I've made it bigger and this is currently in testing. So that's all been going on too. What else? Oh my god, there's a new flavour of Red Bull and I dig it. It's citrus zest, it's sugar free. This has been rivaling my usual coconut berry, but this is good. It tastes like a lemon drop, and the fact that it's sugar free as well. Another thing that happened, Serdar released the first images of their summer crochet along and all my friends have been like, are you gonna do it? And I've been like, no, I will not be doing it. Oh, it's getting warm in here. I've also been working away on my tapestry, which is downstairs, so I'm not going to show you that. I'm about a third of the way through. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not necessarily enjoying making a million bobbins every time I use one up. I have to make another one because I can't make a bobbin big enough for the entire thing because it's a big tapestry. I don't not want to crochet. I am excited to crochet, but my mind is just like everywhere thinking about all the things that I want to do. We'll just see what the rest of the week brings, I guess. I also need to start editing this video because I haven't done that yet. This video, I don't even know where we are in this video at this point. I started editing it yesterday, so I kind of remember where we started. Is that necessarily where we've ended up? Maybe not. This is going to be the last day of this video simply because I need to get it out on Saturday and it needs to end at some point. It was supposed to be a week. It's been more than a week now. It needs to finish somewhere, so why not today? The last thing I'm going to do today is I've had an idea for a video, but also as a way to like boost my pattern sales, and it involves a little bit of planning. So I'm going to try and plan that out. And then the rest of today is just going to be spent editing. Oh, so I don't even think I showed any of that. Hi again. I've been planning content, which sounds disgusting. And it is. I've been planning content. I have this idea where I want to post every day for a month and see if it improves my pattern sales or YouTube subscribers, TikTok followers, whatever. I am not going to be posting a YouTube video every day. That's insane. But I have been planning a month of content. So I've got all my ideas written down, all of the reels I have to film, all of the pictures I have to take, etc. And now I need to put it all into this calendar so that I have like a good like spread, I guess, of patterns, so I'm not like posting the same pattern every day, content types, so like a video, a picture, a video, a picture. I also want to post a bit more on Pinterest because that was driving a lot of sales for me in the beginning of my like Etsy journey, was Pinterest. So my plan now is, it's literally 1:15 and I've not eaten dinner because I've just been so locked in on this. I am going to write down all of my ideas and put them to a day so that I know what I'm posting each day, and it just sort of takes a little bit of the guesswork out of it. I've never done anything like this for myself. I did for my job do 24 days of posting over Christmas. It was a lot of work, but it really paid off for my client. So I'm going to hopefully see a little bit of payoff. I'm going to film the process, so hopefully in July you will see like a this is what worked, this is what didn't. That should be interesting. I would watch a video like that, which is why I'm going to make a video like that. Okay, so that is my month of June all planned out. I have a lot to film in preparation for it. There's about 20 reels and 10 pictures. So I have, well, 10 picture posts. It'll be more than one picture per post. I'm feeling good about that month now, and I'm excited about this concept. I think it's going to be like a fun month of just posting about things that I have designed. I'm really bad at talking about my patterns, so dedicating a month to it hopefully will counteract the fact that I never talk about anything. I've not shown this for days, and I've been slowly just doing like a couple of rows on a night, and this is where I am with the tapestry crochet. It looks super cool on camera. I'm about halfway. Remember at the beginning of the video when I said, oh, I can work with like 2 or 3 bobbins? It's significantly more than 2 or 3. How many have we got? 8, which to be fair, I'm not struggling with. I'm really enjoying making this. My white whale project is by the same designer as this tapestry, so I'm glad that this is working up well. I like how like the pattern's been designed and how it's all laid out and stuff. I actually messaged her on Instagram because my white whale project had been removed from Etsy, and I was like, oh my god, I've been in training Rocky style for 2 years to make this tapestry, and I went to look at it and it was gone. So I messaged the designer. She's been really nice. She said she had to take it down, but she's going to be adding it to her website soon. But that was one of our main projects for this week and a bit, and it's coming along nicely. I'm excited to get it finished. It feels good to be back filming again, and I'm really excited to get back into the swing of things. This project has reignited my desire to create content as well. So yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really excited. My goal for the year is to reach 2,000 subscribers. So if you want to support me in doing that, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It would really help me out. If you want to give me some hype points while you're down there, that would also help me get seen by more people, which means I'm more likely to reach my subscriber goal by the end of 2026. And all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.